And we're back in our house. Can't really say the Manor of Sleep. Welcome back to Fatal Frame 3. Last time we saw Kay discover a slightly different room than the one we discovered as Miku. And yes,
it was interesting that it was different.
Is he seeing the real world? Because he wasn't really chasing someone who's already dead. He wasn't seeing Miu
I think
Mayu at that
Miku
point.
Crossed over to the other side in pursuit of Mafuya, and we almost lost ourselves by pursuing Miku.
Trying to chase her, yeah.
But yeah, he ended up in a different place.
I presume where he was is real.
It's the Chamber of Thorns, I assume.
Yeah, it looks like they've been doing the impaling a sleeping priestess for quite a long time. There were a lot of them.
Yes, a horrific room.
And now we're the only one in the house, I think, that's awake, and everyone else is stuck asleep now.
Well, let's see.
Oh god, yeah.
We'll have a look at that in a second. Actually, let's check on Yu's room first. I don't think there's going to be anything in here.
Yeah, I'm assuming it'll cutscene when we go downstairs. Because there seems to be this strange element of, like, Ray knows what's happening to the other characters. But do they know what's happening to each other? Or is it... I don't know how...
Well, Miku does, because she's saying, you know... I don't think Kay was expecting that, but we're all in the same situation. We've all recently lost someone, we're all pining for them.
Well, I suppose Miku and yourself have literally lost someone, whereas it actually sounds like Kay's sister, was it Miu or Mayo? Miu? They're not, they're just asleep. And he's trying to save them and they're asleep. So maybe that's the difference. Guess let's go downstairs and be horrified.
Kay.
Can we examine his bag there?
He's got a bag? Oh, I didn't even see it.
The bag has been left open. Maybe he was looking into something.
Maybe he was looking into this bag.
Inside the bag is a tattered and a well-thumbed notebook that I guess must belong to Kay. There is a seal stamped onto one of the last pages.
Kay's research notes. I examined the lyrics of the third verse of The Sleeping Priestess. It may be some kind of clue. Below are possible meanings besides impaling the tattoo stake. Maybe the lyrics in the third verse don't mean to make sleep, but rather to send off the priestess. These lyrics certainly fit with the funeral song Yu was talking about. They practice an ancient spirit world religion over there. At the Kuze family mountain, it's said, there is a sacred area called the Sea of Endless Night. On a certain map is drawn a huge sea-like area behind the manor. Maybe it represents the other world. Could that be where the priestess is relinquished?
Let's add it to our file. Send off the priestess, but how? I found an old cassette tape at the bottom of the bag. Old cassette Ototsuki. The writing on the label has rubbed away, but I can just make out the word Ototsuki.
It looks pretty old.
It does, rather. We had the note Kiyamakura updated. Smash cut tonight. We can listen to that tape and we can continue to look around the house.
Actually, I'll look at the tape. No, I'll look at the tape last before I go to bed.
Yeah, I'm never sure if, like, is the tape like the photo? If we look at the tape, will that mean we can then find stuff in the bookcases? Like...
Well, it's just I never got the chance to look at the back rooms.
No, that's totally fair. Curtains are drawn again. Okay. I guess the cat won't be sleeping there anymore.
I probably should clean it at some point.
A regular mirror, no ghosts here. Oh, that was creepy. What was that?
I don't know, but I probably should have taken a photo of it through there.
It was like someone pushing a wheelchair or a bed, maybe? Love us!
I genuinely don't know what that was.
Yeah, we don't have any pictures to develop, but there might be something spooky. Any ghosts? Hello?
Feels weird that we haven't had a picture in a while.
No, they kind of just stopped using it as a mechanic after a while.
Maybe they thought people would get bored with it if it was all the way through.
It's odd because it's like the game is about having a camera, obviously.
Well, to an extent.
Yeah. I suppose it's just a way of explaining how you can see things. It was, I always feel like there's that element of like, oh, it's old technology. There's some sort of mystery and ceremony and you have to like take the film out and develop it and it'll appear on the page, and it's more magic trick-like than digital photography, I suppose. Which I assume is why people like it. Yeah, I'm never sure if you're supposed to pull up your camera while you're in that view and like peek around the corners.
I don't think so. Kiyamakura, Yu's friend, who was researching the Manor of Sleep. His conclusion is that to get rid of the curse, someone has to impale the Woken Maiden and soothe her.
With those stakes.
And so he is going inside the shrine, and once he's there...
He'll be there.
Yeah, I mean, we could go for that. I was just going to go ellipsis. But that works too.
Because we never really did anything with that spirit radio.
No, we can't actually select it separately.
No.
I don't think I need to save.
I wonder if it's something they didn't really do enough with.
Old tape, The Sleeping Priest. No? I thought that one.
Yes, I'm Kaname. Kaname Ototsuki. Snow was falling. There was a big manor, and inside it there was an old shrine. I could hear singing. She's in there. Reika's in there. No, further in. It was much deeper, darker, like somewhere underwater. No, I'm talking about my dream. But it was a very vivid dream. It was lifelike. I've heard that there was a place like this in the village where I was found. A place where you can meet the dead. Like a rift to the other side. There's a shrine there where you can offer up your pain. Huh? Yes, that's right. Kuze, the Kuze shrine. There, Reika accepted the tattoos. The pain. And in the end, I must go back to the manor. I've got to see Reika. If I see her, I don't know what I'll do. But if I don't go, she'll...
Yes, Reika, which we've heard once in the game before in one of the texts, is the sleeping priestess. It's quite funny because we've also done a game for the Wii called, what was it? With the girl who likes to win.
Calling.
Yeah, Calling. And that was Reiko.
Oh.
So it's a very similar name.
Kaname, could this be the man who entered the shrine?
I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more, just one more time, I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more.
Man, I wish we had that spirit radio that did anything.
One more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more.
I can hear a woman's voice coming faintly from the radio.
I want to see you again.
It must be receiving from somewhere in this house.
Oh, don't do that, game.
If I could just see you once.
You took the Spirit Stone radio.
I want to see you again.
We did get an updated note then as well, but we can wait if you want. People, Kaname Kuze. Oh, Kuze. The voice on the tape left behind by Professor Aso introduced itself as Kaname. He must have set out for the manor in response to Reika's voice, heard in a dream, and made his way to the Kuze shrine.
I could just see you once more.
Did he find her? Reika, the tattooed priestess? Is there really a place inside the manor where people can go to meet the dead?
I can't see you again, but
In a sea of endless night.
My bet's on the roof space, but
once more.
you can look around the house.
One more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again.
It's not getting louder.
I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Just one more time.
Downstairs?
See you again.
I guess it could be in like
I
the
know I can't see you again, but
the cupboard with used stuff in it that's near the
once more.
shrine, or
More.
in the cupboard of cleaning stuff. There's a couple of places where there's just boxes.
Again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more.
It's quieter.
Once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again.
Not here.
I know I can't see you again, but
By the toilet?
if I could just see you once more.
Knocked on the toilet door, but looks like no one's inside. I'm just going to check through the doors then, because it's like
I want to see you again.
I feel like it's quieter over here.
I can't see you again, but still,
There's only so many places in the house.
Yeah.
once more.
The shrine?
One more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't.
Can't interact with that bin, can you?
Still, if I could just see you once more. Once more.
In this one.
There wasn't something at the front door. Otherwise, I guess we are going back upstairs.
Still, if I could just see you once more.
It's just it's loud here.
You could also try the actual bathroom, the washroom bit.
I want to see you again.
Not the mirror, yeah.
I know I can't see you again, but still,
Ah, we're just gonna end up clicking everything.
see you once more.
Yeah, like no post.
Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more.
It only really gets a little quieter for me occasionally, so...
One more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still,
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused, because I'm like,
more.
it feels like it should be there.
Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just
Try that under the stairs?
once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but
I feel like I'm just being bad at this.
if I could just see you once more. Once
It's not just going to end up being where you said originally, is it?
It might.
I want
Just, I swore it got quieter when I went towards Yu's room. It feels loudest out here.
still,
You can't see it on the roof or anything, like if you point a camera away over the top, yeah.
time.
No, there's nothing up there.
I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Once more.
Does it feel louder up here, or?
It sort of did.
I want to see you again.
Oops.
I know I can't see you.
You could also just look in here since you popped down.
If I could just see you once more. Once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Once more. Just one more time.
The sound seems to be coming from the attic.
It's no louder than it was in some of the other rooms,
And it's
but
really not.
never mind, we
no.
found it eventually.
Once more.
This attic room hasn't been opened since you put his things here when he moved out of his parents' house.
See you again, but
Let me say that again.
still,
This attic room hasn't been opened since you put his things here when he moved out of his parents' house.
just one more time. I want to see you again.
Oh, we've opened the way into the attic.
I know I can't see you again, but still, if I could just see you once more. Just one more time. I want to see you again. I know I can't see you again, but
Well, by the time the controls let me turn around,
see you once more.
because it's that thing where it's like if you move between one screen and another and you're not holding down the exact direction, she kind of does that.
No, it is that thing where you have to know where they are or just walk around the entire game with the camera at your face.
If I could just see you once more. Once more.
Here are some Japanese chests we picked out from Yu's family home when the house was being rebuilt.
I can't see you again.
We never used them in the end, but I couldn't bring myself to just throw them away.
So much storage.
Just one more time.
There was nothing on the shelf. I was meant to use it for something, but Yu's altars ended up in the altar room.
Again, but still, if I could just see you once more.
The sound seems to be coming from this shelf. Inside the drawer is an old book and something wrapped in cloth. Inside the bundle of cloth is what looks like a small stone of some kind. Echo stone earring. Could this be the earring of the person mentioned on the cassette? Kaname? Reika, who heard the longing of the priestess. And we've picked up the book The Other World.
The other world. I'm soliciting test subjects for my research on dreams as the border between life and death. It was difficult to find someone who could speak clearly about their dreams, but I found someone who seemed to know of the other world. The man has had the same dream for several months in a row. The dream is as I described below. He first notices he is standing before a small snow-covered shrine. He has seen the shrine before, but only vaguely remembers it. He has, however, heard of a shrine like it in his hometown. From deep in the shrine he hears the voice of the girl he left behind. Beckoned by the voice, each day he goes a little further into his dream shrine. Up to this point, this is a plausible dream generated from the desire of home and love. Next is where his statement becomes interesting. An ancient ceremony is being held there, and one can meet the deceased. There is a huge cave deep in the shrine, and a river flows there. There is a large pit, and the base of it is the sea. This statement is clearly about the other world, particularly the underworld. According to his story, there is a legend in his hometown about the other world and dreams, and much of his dream congrues with it. I recorded his talk on his dreams for 4 days, compiled below. He is from the Mutsu. He is from the Mutsu region, where they have an ancient legend about a sea called the Sea of Endless Nights that exists in the mountains. There they have many legends related to dreams. For example, dreams are called the Rift and traverse the border between the other world and the real world. If you continue to have nightmares, the deceased apparently return from the underworld. The shrine exists in order to prevent the nightmares. There resides a priestess who sleeps in the rift and will take on the nightmare. The voice he hears may be that of the priestess that sleeps in the shrine of the other world, communicating the existence of the rift. The morning after the day I recorded his testimonial on the gramophone, he suddenly disappeared, leaving behind all his luggage. Did he go to see the woman from his hometown? The earring he left is made of echo stone, and since ancient times has been said to communicate thought, perhaps I can use it to modify the crystal receiver.
Paranormal research. Crystal receiver.
Wait, did it mention paranormal research?
I mean, I suppose it was about a sort of paranormal research. You added a researcher's notebook on the other world to your file. There is a reel of film underneath the book. Film Ototsuki. The label reads Ototsuki. It looks pretty old.
Yeah, so some of this stuff has happened a long time, and some of it's more recent.
If this earring is Reika's, the tattooed priestess, then it might convey her voice and emotions.
That voice on the cassette was talking about a place where you can meet the dead. Could it be inside that manor? I want to be with him again. I want to be with him again. That's what Reika's voice said on the radio.
You.
Just sort of demonstrating we're sinking back into despair. Because we sort of haven't really focused on our getting a tattoo for a while. It's like when we got up to rush to check on Miku, it flickered for like a second, but it didn't really exist for more than that. Yeah, I'm assuming it's just expecting us to sleep at this point.
I can't even examine it anymore. How much storage does this woman need? Full of older books, this chest. Look like used old books of folklore. In among them, I have found one containing a folk legend about a tattoo. Master and Snake.
And the following is deeper speculation on the meaning of the tattoo design, holly and snake, as in the northeastern Japanese folk tale, The Tattoo Master. Based on new research, a further change in the story was confirmed. The Tattoo Master 2. The girl who lost her lover goes to the mountain to confide in the master about the pains of her heart. Upon hearing the girl's story, the master engraves a tattoo on the girl. After that day, the girl dreams of the man. But then she falls in love with someone else. The tattooed dream becomes a nightmare, and the tattoo aches severely. The suffering girl goes to visit the master again to see if she cannot remove the tattoos. The master washes off the tattoos with water that gushes forth from a mountain spring. As she does this, the snake swims into the water and disappears deep into the spring. The meaning of the tattoo is essentially the same here, but the end of the story is very different. Neither the girl who has her tattoo washed off, nor the master dies. Here the mountain and water spirit properties of the snake are clearly expressed, and it is likely a popularized version of the story that incorporates a happy ending. This is a very interesting legend in which all the properties of the snake appear, including mountain and water spirit, envy, and pathos. And we added that to our file.
The tattoo master and the snake tattoo.
Guess maybe click a bunch of stuff in here.
On these old shelves are several photo albums. Some of them contain photos from when you and I were students together. We must have put them here when we moved in. It all seems so long ago now.
Oh, it's quite sweet, yeah. This is essentially your first house. We read that one when we first came up here, yeah.
Then I think we're done. And in fact, we're done this episode. We'll see you next time.